What we got here? Ah, classic. 3 taunts coming up. Oh, nope. Remy moving in immediately. That's how you're supposed to play this matchup. You only zone once he gets the taunts up. Until then, you have to rep for that semi-full screen or semi-close game. Whoa, that cold blue kick was smart. Throw him out of the corner, though. I like the way this Remy's playing this matchup a lot. You really don't want to give Q any space. Q has had like not one opportunity to taunt. He could have done some blood taunts, but it probably would have been bad. I should maybe tweet super fast that I'm going to start streaming. Won't take longer than a second. Toot toot toot. Streaming. Some 3S. Beth Cup soon. www.twitch.tv/Befail. Cool, there we go. Oh. Hey Izzo, are you gonna enter? Did you already enter? You gonna win? Have you been watching all that footage of Fudo playing? EX Flash Kick I think doesn't work on all characters. Gets both hits on Q. Really? You almost never see that juggle. I wonder if you can't do the normal ones on Remy. You never see just raw command grab super. You always see like a dash punch. That might be corner only though. I actually don't know my Q juggles into Super 2 very well. Way too patient? No, there's no too patient. Mika needs to be patient, Laura too. That's like the only way to play that character, those characters at a high level. I've actually got a lot to say about that. I could probably put it in a video. It's the fundamental reason that like Mika and Laura are pretty good and Zangief isn't. I really like the way this Remy's playing. I don't like that double jump. I think that was pretty terrible. He went for the double down parry. You can just interrupt, but if you get the double down parry, you can get bigger punishes. That's a consideration Hugo needs to make a lot. He needs to do like his regular punish does like, you know, the damage of a 360, but if he gets nice parries, he can get clap punishes, and the clap punishes do a lot more damage. It's alright to play a little bit of a bath cup and then bounce. Ooh, anti-air low forward, I like that a lot. Anticipating the jump in parry. He did it really late, and Hugo could just block it, but still. It's a very riskless anti-air. No one. Empty jump low parries. No one. Being unpredictable is so valuable in this game. Huh. That should be punishable, I think. No? Maybe not. I was thinking of like a reversal super, but he was kind of out of range. I don't think that's plus. Anything that's minus is super punishable. Yeah, I mean, that's not exactly what I was going to say, but that has the basis of what I was going to say, Labrutus. I think it's more that Mika and Laura have like something that they can go for besides their... They have like a confirm besides their command grab. Geef, if he's not going for his command grab, literally the only things he can do are crouch jab, stand short, and lariat, which only works on, which has no mix-up and only works on standing opponents, or just like 3 crouch jabs, or jab combos into jab or short combos into super or V trigger. But you have to already be in V trigger or use a super, so both of those are kind of bad. Or rather, they're great, but they're really specific. Laura can get counter hit combos into knockdowns. Mika can get like actual hit confirms with Stand Strong or her target combo. Plus 3-point blank, wow. I didn't know that. Running back grab, yeah, but that sucks. That's the problem. You can jump on reaction to that. It carries a huge amount of risk and it's not a combo. I mean, it's like okay as a reset, but the problem is like everything that Geef has can be beaten by holding up. It's really hard to make Lariat hit that kind of holding up back. And it's really hard for Geef to... Geef has to make like an insane read to predict it. If the opponent's holding up back against like Laura, she gets a combo on them. If the opponent's holding up back against Mika, she gets a combo on them. If the opponent's holding up back against Geef, he gets like 2 jabs. It's like K. So yeah, it is a problem that he pushes them out. But that's the same problem as the problem that, like... It's the same problem that his attacks don't lead to anything. They push out because, like, he doesn't have an ender. Like, if Mika couldn't do anything from her target combo, then her like attacks would just push the opponent out. Whoa, that jump. Excuse me. Weird. Weird cold blue kick. Light of Justice is a really good super in my opinion. Huh? Is that an EX Fireball? You wouldn't do an EX Uppercut there. Crouching normal, a crouching light normal forcing stand. I mean, I agree. Or rather, what I think they should do is they should make Lariat hit crouchers. I don't know. I should give him green hand. It helps if you sign up using your CFN. I wouldn't say it's necessary, but you better be ready for a bunch of people to be asking what your CFN is. What I think they should do is just make... I mean, I've said this before, but what I really hope they'll do is just make a sweep really, really fast. I don't think they'll do it. Is that a punish? It didn't look like a punish. I think he interrupted the low short. I want to see, like, a 5-frame sweep. That's the change I think would be a great change for Zangief. I want to give him the fastest fucking sweep in the game. I want his sweep to be like a better version of Hugo Crouch Medium Kick. It can stay as minus as it is right now. I just want it to be fast as fuck. And then he wouldn't need to worry about Lariat because he could just combo any of his plus frame normals into a sweep. It wouldn't even be that weird for Geef. That's what he had in Super Turbo. I think having a good sweep is fantastic if you're a grappler. Isn't stand? No. His low strong is +5. Alright, make one of his normals +5. I mean, I think low strong is +5. And I think towards fierce is as well. That's normally a punish. Nice! Oh, I lost a hit. Does it always lose a hit? That seemed like a very controlled scenario. Seemed like if it would lose a hit like that, it would always lose a hit like that. I see that as a punish sometimes, but I never see it against Ken. He had to do something. What the fuck kind of punish was that? Jump back jab to punish a hard up EX uppercut. Stupid. I was thinking that wouldn't be enough of a change to buff him enough, but if they made crouch jab +5 and gave him a 5-frame sweep, I think that would actually make him like pretty good. I think that would actually be a pretty sizable pair of buffs. His crouch jab is already like probably one of the best crouch jabs in the game, if not the best. The only balancing factor being that you can't combo much out of it. If you could do crouch jab, sweep. Holy shit. Be terrifying. I like sweep because it has like no options. All of your answers to sweep are the opposite of all your answers to command grab. That mirror, doing work. This hurts a lot. He shouldn't burn bar. Whoa, what was that? Was that a failed super? Or a really hard read? The thing about Makoto that's terrifying is after a dash punch, you're exactly in the range she wants you to be. It's very much like Laura and her light elbow. After a dash punch from Makoto, you're outside throw range, but you're inside Karakusa range. Oh, he could have done another one. He didn't react. Oh, went for it. Still throw me in. No. Honestly, Street Fighter V has more in common with Alpha than it does with Street Fighter 3. Street Fighter V is most like Street Fighter 4, but it takes elements from 3, Alpha, and I guess that might be it. Notably, the stun mechanics are taken almost completely from Street Fighter 3. The amount of stun attacks do, the length of time that stun lasts, and the visible stun bars are extremely Third Strike reminiscent. It feels like Third Strike, the stun mechanics, as someone who plays both a lot. Ibarra? Like that Ibarra? Like the Hugo? Chun-Li's name is Ibarra. V reversals are a little bit like alpha counters. Using them to dodge being dizzied is a little bit like using them to dodge getting guard broken. Favorite SF game? Mine? Street Fighter 3. It's just a very satisfying game to play. It also has a lot of my favorite characters. I'm not one of them parry nuts, but I do like parries. Parries have positive and negative implications for the game. I like the positive implications, I don't mind the negative ones. I never really liked Street Fighter 2's fireball spam. I like Street Fighter 4 a lot. Dead Strike is on Xbox 360 and PS3 under Online Edition. You can play it on PC using emulated stuff like Fightcade. It's also on PS2 and Xbox Original as Anniversary Collection and on Dreamcast. But no one plays any of those versions anymore. It's Fightcade or the Online Edition, pretty much. Kill. Yeah, it's Fightcade has net play. Tarabine. That combo into bird kick. It's so rare that I always love seeing it. Third Strike in general is all level 0s who play Ken. Plump. Dangerous territory. Oh my god, he could really win. Oh my god, I'm scared for this land. Oh my god, that was it! He can't win now. I mean, he can win, but... Oh shit, he won! Oh my lord. He needed to be so lucky for so long. Chun-Li was a coward about punishing. Or not punishing, but like poking. He was like too afraid of reversal super, but reversal super is so garbage. He didn't have to be that afraid of it. Okay. Oh, that was a super. Why didn't he do one? He could have dead OS'd it even. See, that's what I want to see. Like, the end of the last round, he just, like, so much stuff just went through because Chun-Li was turtling so hard, afraid to hit any buttons. There he just hit Staying Fierce and it just smashed the fuck out of a EX Mallet. Chun-Li doesn't have that much to be afraid of in this matchup. That's a good face. Ooh. Misses juggle. Stay medium kick. Suddenly has a bunch of, not useless normals, but very, very highly specific normals. Say medium kick turns into an overhead if you hold the button. But it's so slow. And you can't... It's like Ken's target combo with the 2 medium kicks that everyone forgets exists. The one that turns into an overhead. Bird kick is actually really good in this matchup. Most Chun-Li players don't seem to know that. It's always neat when you see one who does. If Ibarra is indeed the Hugo player, then I think he's been exposed to a Chun-Li who did this. This is really easy for Chun-Li to do and really hard for Hugo to counter. If Hugo does get the parry on the spinning bird kick, he can get a pretty nice punish. But, like, it's hard. Hugo has to know which version of bird kick it is. And he has to get all the parries. It's kind of shit. It's kind of a shit, like, scenario. Towards Fierce? Odd. This is some scumbag Chun. Does he, like, want to win without using a super? Because that's the way he's playing. It's like he's trying to win just by turtling. Whoa. Grab the throw. Nice. That's the kind of thing you need to do to win as Hugo in this matchup. You have to make hard reads. Nice. How to deal with random Rashids. Also be random. To be honest, I've like barely fought Rashid. Yeah. Except it's even harder, because Akuma basically has 2 versions of Tatsu he can do. And Chun-Li has 3 different versions of Spinning Bird. Akuma can't use the light Tatsu for pressure against, like, Urien or whatever. You gotta use medium or hard. What the hell? A shoot down backbreaker? Was he predicting a jump or was it an execution error? That fucking sucks, man. I mean, actually, that's a really good thing. It's actually really good that that attack can be beaten so easily. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. You see that? He wasn't expecting it to be the light spinning bird. Nice. Dead. Because he wasn't expecting it to be the light spinning bird, he did 3 parries, and he was expecting a 4th and a 5th parry, but there was, like, it ended. So he just got a dash, and that cut down his ability to punish. Shit like that makes it so bad. Wake up anything is bad in 3rd strike. Tatsu is not really any better or worse than uppercut, but both of them are kind of bad. Is that name pronounced Mijinko? It's pretty funny if it is. Eagle Spike is his quarter circle back kick. He like shoots towards you with his foot. Tornado DP is spinning mixer. All of the tornado moves are spinning mixer. Except the tornado projectile, which is tornado. Wake up moves don't have invincibility in third strike for the most part. Or rather, they have a little tiny smidge of invincibility, but not enough. Not like first frame to active frames. Like an uppercut might have like 1 through 4 frames invincible, and then hit on the 7th frame. That kind of scenario is quite common in third strike. So a meaty with a lot of active frames will just stuff a reversal. But every single character in third strike has the best reversal in the entire series, which is a parry. Parries are active from the very first frame. There are still reversals in third strike, but they're mostly like supers. Yeah, I can watch your Street Fighter 5 matches. Maybe not right now, but soonish. But that's one of my functions. That's gonna kill. He fucked it up. It's kind of hard. Light DP from like Shotos, Street Fighter 2. That is probably the best reversal you could hope for. So let's have an invincible safe attack. Especially like old Ken. Old Ken actually had full body invincibility. And like throw immunity and projectile immunity. And it was safe. Old Ken's light DP was insane. Just hit me with the link and I'll like check it out. What's going on? That may be, yeah. I mean, Oken sucks for a lot of reasons too. Or I wouldn't say he sucks, but like, there are certain things. Ken can't throw fireballs like as fast as Ryu can. That's really important. I will save this for later. Huh? This isn't you. You are not Sako. I did not see your match with Justin Wong. I can analyze that match, I guess. Reversal something got stuffed. Oh, what was I saying about shoot down backbreaker a little while ago? I got distracted. Because shoot down backbreaker can't actually be parried, it technically makes it a perfect anti-air against an opponent who like is doing jump and parry. It'll grab them before they hit the ground. And because of that, they wanted to give it very low air priority. They hate situations in third strike where there's no way to win. Like you should always have the right read that you can win. So if shoot down backbreaker was an actual good anti-air, it would just shut down jumps. It would take away a mix-up situation, and every other character has to deal with a mix-up situation as an anti-air. They didn't want to give Hugo just like a way to completely dodge that because it would make him really strong. So they made it so shoot down backbreaker doesn't. It like loses to like every air normal in the game. Yeah, I actually agree with that. I don't know about demolished, but like Chun is definitely like old Sagat gatekeeps Chun. Chun would be top tier if not for old Sagat existing. Chun would be like top 3 in the game. And she does well against the other top tiers as well. It's just old Sagat who gives her trouble. Ken and Chun, I feel like, are really kept apart from like top tier, and to a lesser extent, like a little bit Guile and DJ. Those characters just really struggle to keep up in the Fireball War. Old Sagat versus Zangief is not the worst Old Sagat matchup, I feel. I don't think gives her trouble is an understatement. I don't think Chun-Li loses that badly to anyone, even Old Sagat. I feel like Old Sagat Chun-Li is probably like 6-4, maybe 7-3. Certainly not that bad of a matchup in the grand spectrum of Street Fighter 2. Chun-Li has a lot of little tricks, like being able to land on low fireballs. That's kind of good. Japanese really like that matchup, or they don't really like it, but like they've explored it a lot. You don't see US players playing Chun-Li that much. Ooh, interesting option against Elena. I've never heard anyone call Ryu versus Honda 5-5 in Street Fighter 2. That matchup is shit. Ooh, back fierce to grab the Rekka. That was neat. Jump jab anti-air. Cool. I feel like Ryu can regain control if Honda takes it. But if Ryu takes control, Honda's fucked. That's what I feel about that matchup. Those low short canceled into a stomp. That's a really weird option. God, I love this Alex. Ever since he started showing up for these things. Nice. You have to parry against Yang. Yang is too safe. You will not win if you don't go for aggressive parries. This guy's name is GX. Yang is so safe. Yang is like the safest character. But like if you parry him, like you do so much damage. And his attacks do so little damage. Yang is like the introduction to parrying. You can pick your battles really easily though, that helps. Well, Yang's mix-up is pretty good. But like he doesn't... It's a little unsafe for him to go for. You know what I mean? It's like he has a good mix-up, but he doesn't need to pull it out. It's a little bit like Seth. Is that he has like this really solid ground game, so he doesn't really need to ever use the mix-up, but he has a good mix-up like waiting in the wings. I guess it's a bit like Street Fighter 4 Yang. EX Rekka does okay damage and good stun. Really, it's just his only means of doing even remotely good damage, but it is okay damage. Yang's damage is locked behind EX. I mean, his actual only good damage is like with Super 2 and like palms and shit, but those are like fucking borderline stun only combos. Jump short tick. Very hard to get out of that. You gotta jump out. Is it actually frame 1 airborne? I know how T-Hawk's grab option select works. Yeah, Silent Scope also knows. That's pretty much it in summation. There's a bit more to it than that, but not much more. That's the core part of it. The other core part is that you're throwable during pre-jump frames, so holding up won't get you out. So he can throw you from outside your throw range, and the only thing you can do is do a reversal to escape, and a lot of characters don't even have reversals. So theoretically, if T-Hawk has perfect execution and gets a command grab on like half the cast, he just guaranteed kills them. Oof. Nice. You get a normal there if you're close, but he was really far away, so we had to go straight to X/elbow. Alex is really, really strong. His damage and dizzy output is quite good. No, it's not too late for empty entries. Tournament doesn't start for 45 minutes. Maybe you can enter, it's not too late. Stand strong. Oh, that was nice. That's Alex's fastest move. Good for hitting someone really high in a jump and then still being able to combo. Huh? Huh? That was a hard read. He just canceled. That might have been a mistake. He canceled close medium kick into command grab. That's a really neat option select. I shouldn't say option select. It's a really neat hard read against people parrying. But Geef Dudley was probably not going to parry there. That was like not a time where people would really be looking for parries. What? Is that like soccer? Football? I don't give a fuck about football, dude. I only like esports. Nice. Alex super corners the opponent and also killed. I kind of want to run into Muscle Cop. I want to beat Muscle Cop in a tournament because he's done pretty well in my BAF Cups. I want to run into him and I want to eliminate him. I think I could do it, but it's going to be really hard. Alright, Izzo. I'll try and delay your elimination as much as I can. That link is cool as fuck. Makoto has some interesting link options, especially on a crouching opponent. She's got quite a lot of plus frames on her normals compared to most characters. I actually think Geef should normal throw a lot. Muscle Cup plays Kami. I'm like decent at anti-Kami. It's one of the characters I know more of. I think if I played Laura and actually learned how to use Fireball on footsies, then I'd probably beat him most of the time we played. But right now we're super close in skill. Yeah, I think he doesn't play mix-ups that well. I think that was my weapon against him when I played him. I feel like he's an easy read. Hey, Triforce Legend. Hold up. Jaro. Huh? What a good punish. A throw that hits you in your landing frames, a command throw that hits you in your landing frames is inescapable. Unless you hit the throw. Unless you like land up with a button. You know, throws don't have any invincibility or anything. But none of Aura's normals were going to hit there. So that, like, Karakusa was actually a punish on that jump. I mean, Aura could have double jumped, so Aura's like a weird case. Makoto's stand is so slow that even her quick stand, Aura can get a mix-up going. I think Aura can actually get an unblockable, like a guaranteed unblockable, on a Makoto that quick stands. And she's the only character where that's true. Normally you have to do specific setups to prevent quick standing. Ugh. What a weird cool punish! That was like max damage. That was really good too. He could have chased it down though. That's what he should have done. Just dashed it instead of dash punching and then gotten Karakusa punish. That link! Mimora's got super clean execution. Jesus Christ, that was strong. Kami is classically really bad against grapplers. It's true in most games. Kami's entire goal is to get in close and rely on frame traps. And getting in close is also a grappler's goal. But they have a cleaner mix-up than she does. I'm pretty sure that fireball in cornered Makoto was punishable. Mimura waited on it though and he got a better punish. Nice. He's so clean with those links, man. Would Stand Fierce into... Doesn't that do more damage? Stand Fierce, hard dash punch, super. Less scaling. Stronger attacks. Makoto's dash is so fast, dude. Oh, he's got such weird, cool combos. Holy shit, Mimura. You could have shaken out of that, but it would have been intense. It's true that, like, Grappler's defense is kind of weak, but that's, like, on wake up and stuff. Or, like, after pressure. After, like, making the block a normal. In those situations, Kami's still good against Grapplers. The problem is being close and neutral. The problem is most characters like Zone Geef. And he's, like, helpless after a certain distance. But Kami is also helpless after a certain distance. Kami has to be near the opponent. And in order to be near the opponent, she's at least a little bit gonna have to be near the opponent in neutral. She's gonna need to do dive kicks that can theoretically get AI'd by like jabs or lariats or shit. It's possible, and that's how you're supposed to play the matchup. Is lots of stay medium kick and crouch medium kick and stuff. But Geef is not that bad in neutral against Kami. Like, Geef, crouch jab is really hard for Kami to deal with. And he can get, his damage output is way higher than Kami's is. I kind of wish Geef's Street Fighter 5 stand medium punch was more like a Street Fighter 4 stand medium punch. That being said, I think you can combo stand medium punch at the super. But I don't think I'll ever see anyone do it. I think that links. No, that's why you zone him. It's because he's so reliant on the grabs. He doesn't have an option to fucking do anything in footsies. It used to be that fucking he could empty cancel, like stand short in TX hand and then red focus cancel it and get a shit ton of damage as a counter poke. Now he has no counter pokes. Or rather he has counter pokes but they don't do any damage. So you don't have to be afraid of him in footsies, you only have to be afraid of him in like up close. This is why you zone him. Hard punch with Geef is really good, but really picky. It's kind of gimmicky, but there are a lot of situations that it just solves. I've like gotten good at that. You have to be like really careful about the range. But if Geef starts charging stand hard punch, you can get to a specific spot where you can whiff punish it quite easily. Different characters have different preferred whiff punishes, but it's not too hard. I think stand hard punch only has like 12 frame startup if you don't charge it. Ugh! He missed the EX, or... I think you need EX there. If Geef releases early, he can crush counter you trying to go up for the whiff punish. So it's easier to just get out of the way and then whiff punish it after he releases. But you have to be really careful about that. I fancy myself an okay Geef player. He's one of my better characters. I think he sucks. I think he's literally like a worse Birdie. Birdie minus the ability to fucking play range. Loses to the same things and then other things. Ugh. Interesting combo. Oh my god, it's so scary. He jumped trying to get out of Karakusa. Makoto is so scary. The double jump. Oro guessed wrong a lot. It's unfortunate when that happens. But there was like some outplaying there too. But there were a lot of bad guesses. There you go. If you, after blocking a Karakusa, if you hit medium kick, you get close medium kick, but if you hit medium punch, you get far medium punch. So you can't launch as a punish. And if, by the time you walk in, it's like too far away to get the combo. Huh? Why do you wake up getting hit? You try to do reversal fucking... No, Makoto has no reversal there, what the fuck? Yup, smart. Makoto has SA1 reversal, but it'll trade with the booger, and it's a terrible trade. Most of Makoto's super damage is not in the first hit. You would never reversal super 1 there. Suicide. Huh? YSB? He got that fat ass jump hard kick punish. They did nothing. Oh, GG. Early air attacks are good, but also terrible against Hugo. Because a lot of the time he can do a reversal SPD and get a punish. But also he's really tall. So you can hit him sooner than he might be anti-airing. This is how he should have been playing it from the get-go. This is super hard for Hugo to deal with. Hugo recovers crouching in his dizzy animation, so the follow-up combos on Hugo, if you ever dizzy him, do a fuck ton of damage. And also you have special links available. The ones you only have available on crouching opponents. 12's optimal punish on Chun SA2. It's probably just hard axe, right? And then mash out the hits. 12's meterless punish combos are really garbage. Nice. No, not nice. I thought she hit a button. I've been playing since 2005. But also I'm just very observant. See this thing that we're doing right now where we're watching Third Strike? This is what I do for fun. A lot of other people don't do stuff like this. The game itself is very interesting to me. Doesn't need commentators or anything. If other people did this, they'd be as good as I was. I am. It's a mix-up. Why is it playing so jittery? Whoa, that was nice. Interrupted. You can just have their own backups. Yeah, this is like a Japanese fucking Third Strike Weekly. Interesting. That was the only safe amount of time he could hold it. No, he could have hit with a fireball and then charged and hit the reset, the air reset. But that would have been easier to parry. He went for the combo instead, which guaranteed some stun. Only Manao, man. Oh, that's a punish. Grabbing the landing frames. Mistimed it. Or maybe it was the wrong height would be more accurate. Yeah. Aw. Brave. He didn't wait for it to end. Oh man, I love watching these two play. I don't know who I want to win. Jump back, medium kick, like that. Dash under into instant overhead. What the hell? They said they're going to release 6 characters every year for as long as people care. You can find the people fighting in my tournament by fucking clicking that challenge link. Unless you just want to hear some voices. He didn't push him enough into the mirror, so the mirror hits were too staggered, so he didn't use up the mirror by the time the launch happened. It is a shame. You need the mirror to make the tackle safe. Nice. I love that combo. Yeah, this is super dire. Yeah. That hurt's not too bad on Urian. Wow, that setup. He's almost doing another Denjin. What the fuck, that jump? That was so bad. He had the corner pressure and he threw it away on accident. He had like tackle into mirror into mix up. Oh my god. That backward super jump was so critically awful. He just threw away this, like, he threw away his great position. Resweep is goes through mirrors, huh? I like that mirror placement. And he gets the combo. Urian really needs his combos in order to pick up meter. And he needs meter in order to compete. Nice. I made like a really long video that pretty much fully explores how jump-ins work in Third Strike. You can watch it if you want. It's called SF3 Primary Anti-Airs. You think overheads are good? I think overheads are terrible in Street Fighter 5. Nearly every overhead gets you like a jab punish. Thanks. This is Roshi Hikari, by the way. He's maybe the best Yang. He's probably the purest Yang. There are some better players than him who are also young players. It's quite common for people who play one to play the other. I would say Roshi Hikari is the only player who uses Yang's full tool set, but I wouldn't necessarily say that he's the best Yang. He's pretty much one of like... He's probably the most serious Super 3 Yang. He picks Super 3 in every matchup where it's viable and a few where it's not. It's very good in this matchup because Urien is tall, so you get cross-up unblockables on him. How can I just finish this fat-ass Battle Network stream? People are already asking for Star Force. I played through 6 Battle Network games in like fucking 2 months. Ugh! This video is 10 minutes longer. Oh god, Kihara with shitty tech. I'm excited. I've seen these two play a lot. Oh, he missed his follow-up. They go back and forth from what I've seen. Sometimes one, sometimes the other. Sayambu's not really bad or good. It just depends. Nice. Sayambu gives you a lot of safety, because it works the same way that Tengu Stones works, where if you get hit out of something, your shadows can save you. So he like trades really easily. That's what I said, fucking Super 3 against the characters where it's viable, and also sometimes when it's not. Yang probably has the best EX in the game. In EX Rekka. Or rather, the difference between him with no EX and him with EX is the most substantial. But EX Rekka may actually be the best EX move in the game, actually, now I think about it. It's kind of incredible. Good damage, good stun, totally safe. A mix-up if you try and parry it. Really fast combos from lights. Yeah, it's team versus team. It's east versus west. It's like everyone east of a certain location, everyone west of a certain location. Maybe the location of the arcade, I have no idea. Maybe East Tokyo versus West Tokyo. Nice. I like the twins a lot. I think the twins enhance any game that they're added to. The twins just bring rushdown. The twins are rushdown. This should kill. Taunt for damage. That's almost impossible to shake out of. You need like TAS tier shaking. Yeah, I'm down to add a few more defensive characters. Who's like a big turtle we're missing? Stance on input delay. I mean, if they can address it, they should address it. I don't think it's that big a deal, but I think that if they can fix it, they should try and fix it. How do you get to a high level in Street Fighter? I played it a lot. That's the main trick. Played a lot. Time. Time is the main trick to getting better. Time and investment. Those are more important than anything else. Jury would be good, yeah. Goken is a nice defensive character. Yeah, mid-range is my favorite kind of character. Unfortunately, a lot of the would-be mid-range characters are kind of not really anymore. Like Vega's kind of this weird thing. I mean, he's still a mid-range character, and so is Chun-Li. But, like, they're not like other mid-range characters. Need Aura and Elena. Handle that mid-range. Goken was such a strange character. He had such extremes. He had like really good zoning that worked better on some characters than others. And he had like fucking insanely high punish damage. That's really hard to punish for most characters. Deadly Super 3. Aura's got to do like an EX uppercut to punish it, unless he goes for a parry. It's kind of balls. Random rooms for people to get some experience. Not really. You can just play online if you want experience. Don't need me. Just make a fucking battle lobby. Wait for someone to join it, then fight them. And then fight them again. And then again. Vega is probably underrated in Street Fighter 5. If I were to pick a character who is probably underrated, I would probably say Vega or Rashid. I've been wanting to pick up Vega a little bit more. I want to give him a second chance. I mean, not that I really gave up on him. I just haven't really fooled around with him yet. That was a ballsy charge. And Makoto was extremely timid about it. Is this the bad cross-up? I'll click on it in a second. We're on like the last match. The cup begins in 20 minutes, give or take. There are a lot of damage increasing taunts that you see every now and then. Like Makoto's and Yakuma's. Most of the taunts have some use. It's rare that there's one that's just absolutely garbage. That's not that rare. There's like several that are absolutely garbage. Alex's is too slow even if he does get a dizzy. And when he gets a dizzy, he usually doesn't care about the damage buff because he already can kill. By the time Alex gets a dizzy, the opponent's nearly dead. Yeah, you have to parry out if you stun setups. That's the only way out. The trick is, if you hit forward, and you don't parry something in the parry window, you're locked out of parries for like a few frames. So like you can't, like when you tap forward, it parries any attack that hits you for the next 7 frames. So like the frame that you tap forward plus the next 6. But if you like tap forward every 7 frames, it would give you like an infinite parry. So in order to like make that not happen, they made it so after you try for a parry, there's a few frames after the 7 frames where you go for the parry. There's like another like 3 or 7 or something where you cannot parry. So Ryu will randomly release his Hadouken, hoping to hit you during the attempted escape or the parry lock. So it's pretty much a 50-50. Alex's V-trigger parry is generously worse than Ryu's normal one. Ryu's does a lot less commit than Alex's does. I think Alex's works first frame and Ryu's doesn't, if I'm not mistaken. There are like little things that are better and worse about both of them. But overall, Ryu's is like dramatically less committal, which makes it a lot better. Nice. Huh? The teleport? It's not the same, because, like, Alex commits to, like, a huge fucking sledgehammer, which is, like, really unsafe. Ryu commits to a parry. That was some sandbagging right there. Alright, that was the last one. Let me warm up a little bit in Street Fighter V.